one. Woman, gay, straight, transsexual, bisexual, we are one. We come together today to stand in solidarity as one. We come together today because we are the 99%. Today in support of local mobilization spreading rapidly across the country, and I dare say across the world, because we are one.
We are one.
It is unconscionable for Wall Street profiteers to sit on $2 trillion while working families lose their homes in foreclosures and students sink deeper into quicksand of school loan debts. It is unconscionable for millionaires to get tax cuts while we make major cuts in education, healthcare, and aid for our elderly. That's just outright wrong. For Congress to block job-creating legislation based on party politics while so many Americans are unemployed, that's just wrong. It's sad to say that when we claim to live in a land of the free and the home of the brave, when the top 1% has a noose around the bottom 99%'s throats, that's just wrong. There's a growing solidarity between labor movement and the social protests, and it's reinforced my belief that separateness of our individual struggles is superficial. We are one.
There's a statue that stands in the harbor of New York City that says, "Give me your tired, your hungry, your huddled masses, yearning to be free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shores, send those to me." We are the 99% that the statue speaks for. The problem is it's facing in the wrong direction. The statue should be facing this hemisphere, south and central, to look to the masses of people who are simply looking for a better life. We are one. It's our fight. It is irrational that 1% can own 30% of the wealth and 20% of the income in this state. We must fight against that. I give my pride and whatever I have to those who have been here day after night. You have pricked the conscience of this nation and the conscience of the world to say that this system that maintains that those who produce the wealth will forever struggle just to get out of poverty, that is wrong. And those of us who are here will spread out across this country and make this case that this system must be made fair.
The deep respect that I have is for those who are part of the Occupy movement, whether it's here in Phoenix or all around the country. There's no greater patriotism than to be willing to spend 24/7 standing up for what you believe, with no personal gain, with lots of criticism and hard conditions. That is the tradition of this country for standing up for social justice. We in the labor movement are here to say that we support you, that we feel the spirit in the air. We know that there is an era of change that's coming upon this country. We know that the 1% who think they can continue to divide working people are out of their mind.
My friends, I am an Arizona State Senator, and I stand with the 99% of... No more to the corporate greed, no more to those elected officials, those politicians, and some of them are my colleagues, who continue to want to push legislation that does not benefit the working families, do not benefit the majority of this state and the majority of this country, but it benefits themselves. We're here to say it's a new day. It's a new day in Arizona and across this country. That the working families are going to stand up and say no more to that type of legislation. No more. I was so proud early on in November when I saw organizations like Organized Labor, Promise Arizona, where are you, Promise? Arizona, who stood up in LD18 to say no more to Senator Russell Pierce. No more to his type of policies. No more to his statements that racial profiling was a good thing. No more to his statements that Operation Wetback was a good thing. No more to his type of legislation that gave $500 million to special interests in corporate America. No more. Shame on Russell Pierce. Shame on those colleagues that voted with him. We sent him a message, and it wasn't just Democrats, folks. It was Republicans, Independents, Democrats. It was the 99% of LD18 that said no more. Sent him packing and sent him walking. LD18 was just one election, folks. We got a slew of elections coming up November 2012. And as some of the folks have just said, we have to work in solidarity to make sure we just drive a loud message to not only the members of the legislature, but the members of Congress. Yes. That you either stand with the 99% of those folks that are struggling day in and day out, or guess what? We will send you through the same door we send Russell Pierce in November.
I want to talk to you this morning about bigotry. But I'm not going to talk to you about bigotry in the usual lazy cliches we've all grown used to. I want to talk to you about the bigotry and prejudice that resides in each of us. Work with me here, folks. When I say Occupy Phoenix, what comes to your mind? When I say union member, what comes to your mind? When I say Democrat, does your heart open or does it close? Can you see how the fear imposed upon us by the 1% threatens to destroy this movement, this great awakening that we've all waited for so long to see? When we blame each other, cut each other off because of the labels, we are no better than the 1%. At its heart, bigotry is a form of lazy fear. All of us here today have played a part in the rise of the 1%. Now don't be throwing anything at me, it's the truth. All of us were human. Blaming each other is a sneaky way to avoid looking at our own prejudices, a justification for not getting out of our comfortable ruts. And at the bottom of it all is fear. Fear is what keeps people looking at or sitting on their couches, staring at their TV or their computer monitors. Fear is what keeps people from voting. Fear is what keeps people from Cesar Chavez Plaza. I ask all of you today to talk to someone out of your comfort zone. The occupiers are over there where you see those canopies. The reason you are wearing Occupy buttons is because of brave people like that. Talk, argue, share what you assume about each other. But most of all, hang in there with each other. In doing so, we can bring democracy back to America. We can eradicate the corruption that has overtaken our government and our political parties. We can overcome the internal corruption that keeps us separated. And most of all, we can make the phrase liberty and justice meaningful again. Thank you.